Background. Kelly and I are working with the San Jose State advertising students that you obviously see around the room. This is their senior capstone project for an advertising major or minor. And so what they'll be working on with us specifically is with our employee value prop, which is specifically on how to recruit, kind of creating a campaign around recruitment, staying within the city of San Jose, and illustrating the value of public service, serving the San Jose community. I think we'll just jump into our first question, launching out to the group. What would you tell your friend or family member about your experience working for the city of San Jose?
Other people have already mentioned when I told my family and friends that I was going to work for the city, it was like, oh, guess you'll never have to worry about getting fired, or guess you don't have to do anything anymore. It's like kind of, just comments that aren't true at all. So maybe that might be a reason someone is reluctant.
Maybe kind of the image of what.
Yeah, maybe they think they won't be able to be challenged or contribute to the community.
We're public school teachers, and they're like, hey, remember the government now, you're just going to spend the rest of your time fighting bureaucracy, but at school you'll have a good retirement.
The private sector pays more, but even smaller government agencies like the neighboring cities pay more.
That's where we lose a lot of our people.
Yeah,
Especially depending on departmental cultures, but I think as an entity, there's this message and push, innovate, but then on the other side, but don't mess up. There's not a lot of room for acceptance of failure in the event that something is tried but isn't successful. And part of that's because we are a public entity, and it becomes public when things go wrong.
Great. I think we can just dive into our second question, which is why join and stay with the city of San Jose?
I like that level of risk, being kind of not necessarily knowing and having the opportunity to do what you want. I get a lot of, if I bring up an idea throughout the past 2.5 years, I've gotten a lot of maybes automatically.
Things where I think that if you're up against that does take something out of you because you become personally invested in trying to make those changes and then running into those frustrations. Mm-hmm. And I would say that it's been less so in my experience here, but I've experienced a fair few myself. So I think that that's something that is just a microcosm of kind of the broader organization of the innovate but don't mess up.
Value proposition connects what I, as the potential employee, will be doing for the community and enhancing the community, because we're not here for the money.
Why do you think folks are reluctant to join the city and stay with the city?
High policy. The open change policy.
Mm-hmm.
Right now it's like it's carved in stone.
Yeah, it's policy, so
yeah, I can't do
that.
But in general, going back to my friends, they work at Tesla, some of them work at Google, Apple, and so they'll always tell me about the perks that they have. They get free concert tickets, they get free lunches, and all these different things. And you sit back and you're like, wow, and they have a movie theater, and they have this and that, and you're like, wow, that sounds so.
What do you think are some concrete steps that we can take to enhance our employee value proposition?
Life examples of what the positions do. So, you can go and say, I'm an administrative officer, but what is that? When I first started here as an analyst, I had no clue what an administrative officer was.
What an analyst
What an
is.
analyst
I still don't
is.
even know.
So giving some real world, examples.
I think as a concrete step to jump onto what Davika said, just if you have a civil engineer 1-2 posting, the next steps in this job series would typically be associate engineer, senior engineer, principal engineer, division manager, whatever it might be. That's the show someone what the path is, right? Or if this is the terminal class for this path, just acknowledge that, right?
It's a conversation I was having with someone just last night, and I don't know how we would do this, so forgive me not giving next steps, just an idea. But somebody had forwarded a request to my spouse saying, and they were like, oh, it's for the city of San Jose, you could work at City Hall. And I looked at it and I knew right away, this position has nothing to do with what he is qualified in. But the person on the outside, it's just our classifications are very confusing.
Action.
Hi, my name is Andrea Trong. I'm a management fellow for the city of San Jose, and I currently work in the Human Resources Department. One of my favorite things about working for the city of San Jose is that I'm actually born and raised in San Jose, and so it's very empowering for me to work and serve the community that I'm from.
Hi, I'm Kelly Parmley, and I currently work in the HR department at the city of San Jose, the 10th largest city in the United States. I think after having a long-standing career in public higher education and not-for-profits, taking this pivot to the city of San Jose has been absolutely wonderful. Great experiences, great people to work with, and one of the most dynamic and interesting parts of Silicon Valley.